Thank you for choosing to be a part of our team. At Alliance Roofing, we feel strongly about making this a safe place to work. We have implemented a safety program that has proven effective at reducing accidents. In order for our safety plan to work, it is essential that everyone do their part by taking responsibility for safety. It's for your sake and the safety of your coworkers. Since 1986, Alliance Roofing has been a leading contractor in the roofing industry. High-quality standards have ensured a reputation in the industry for dependability and excellence. At Alliance, teamwork, great planning, and expertise are how we safely get every job done.
What you wear to work could help you avoid injuries. Wearing the right clothing to work is the best way to keep comfortable, and it's the first line of defense against injury. Wear sturdy work boots that provides the support needed to prevent foot and ankle injuries. Tennis shoes are not acceptable. Wear a sleeved shirt. No tank tops or sleeveless shirts are permitted. If uniforms are provided, you are required to use them daily. Remove loose jewelry and tie back long hair to avoid getting tangled in machinery. We expect you to wear your personal protective equipment, PPE, including but not limited to hard hat, eye protection, gloves, and safety vest, high visibility vest, at all times on the job. Protect your hands by wearing gloves when needed, and likewise protect your hearing by using hearing protection at noisy sites. Although Alliance Roofing provides PPE upon hiring, it is your responsibility to make sure that you have proper PPE. Here at Alliance Roofing, we take safety very seriously, and everyone is expected to participate in all safety meetings, including, but not limited to, stretch and flex, daily huddle, tailgate meetings, and site-specific. Alliance Roofing is a drug-free workplace, and any use of drugs is not tolerated. The same goes for alcohol. These substances can impair your alertness, coordination, and judgment. An employee on prescription drugs needs to get specific medical advice about the effects of his or her medication before beginning work. Drug tests may be required depending upon your assignment. Driving a company vehicle is a privilege, and any DUI convictions and other bad driving records may make you ineligible to drive company vehicles. Be advised that your driving record will be scrutinized. Any driving infraction or infractions will be reported immediately to Alliance Roofing safety personnel. Immediately report any unsafe conditions, equipment, or actions you observe to any foreman or supervisor. We all have jobs to do. Let's focus on doing them safely. Any accidents, near miss, no matter how small, are to be reported to the supervisor immediately. Horsing around, rough play, insulting behavior, practical joking, and any harassing behavior are strictly forbidden. Alliance Roofing provides a smoke-free environment. The weather in our part of the world can be hot. On warm or hot days, be sure to drink plenty of water. OSHA requires 2 gallons of water per employee for an 8-hour shift. More information will be provided in your specific training. Please make sure you are aware and also trained on heat illness prevention and getting appropriate medical response. Maintenance or servicing of any equipment or machines is to be done by authorized personnel only. If you come upon a lockout, tagout sign like these, stay away and do not start the equipment. These tags mean that someone is currently working on the machine. One of the most common types of injuries are back injuries. Learn and practice the proper lifting procedures to keep from injuring your back. Make sure to perform stretch and flex. It has been proven that stretching prior to your workday can prevent injuries. Lift with your back upright and let your leg muscles do most of the work. Keep the load close into the body. And when making a turn, turn with the feet, not the upper torso. When something weighs over 50 pounds or is bulky and awkward to lift, get help from a coworker or use a mechanical aid. Your positive attitude towards safety is a key to making our job sites safe for all of us. When working on rooftops or on high areas, fall protection must always be on your mind. Roofer's kit, harness, lanyards and ropes shall be inspected prior to use and shall never be shared and/or lent to anyone. Only the person the kit was assigned to can use as such. A body in free fall covers distance very quickly. A person falls 4 feet in half a second. In 1 second, 16 feet. In 2 seconds, 64 feet. The impact of even a 4-foot fall can cause serious injury. A personal fall protection or PFP system can prevent or limit your fall, or if a fall occurs, it will stop the fall. A PFP system is required to work on all roofs higher than 20 feet. For work that requires an operator to pull with backward motion, such as a felt machine, regardless of the roof height, we cannot work within 10 feet of the roof edge. In the case of roofs with a slope ranging from flat to a 4 to 12 rise, one or a combination of the following safety measures are appropriate. Warning lines, PFP gear, a safety monitor, guardrails, eave barriers, parapets that are at least 24 inches in height, standard railings, and toe boards. Where roofs exceed a 4 to 12 slope, warning lines and headers cannot be used, but all of the other fall protection systems can be used. And if you ever end up hanging from your fall protection harness, remember the rescue position shown here. Tucking your legs up into this position can keep the blood supply flowing to your legs and keep them from becoming numb while you await rescue. For more details on fall protection, be sure to see your supervisor and/or risk manager. Good housekeeping is essential. Prior to working, we should identify slipping or tripping hazards by properly storing your tools, materials, equipment, and garbage away from walking paths. Roof openings need to have clear warning signs posted and guardrails, or they need to be properly marked and covered. The cover must be substantial, securely fastened, and able to withstand the load of workers and material. All ladders should be inspected prior to use. Look it over for damage or defects. Check for cracks or weakness in the steps and side railings. If you find any damage, place a red tag on it, remove the ladder from use, service, and notify your supervisor immediately. When placing the ladder, remember the 4-to-1 ratio for stability. This is critical. That means for every 4 feet in ladder height, you need to place the base of the ladder 1 foot out from the wall. Be sure to extend the ladder 3 feet beyond the height of the building or surface to which you're climbing, unless handholds are provided. Always follow safe ladder procedures. Take time to set the ladder correctly. Never splice ladders together. Never use a metal ladder. Level the legs if needed. With extension ladders, tie down and secure the top end of the ladder before beginning work, and do not stand on any of the top 4 rungs. When using a step ladder, never stand on any of the top 3 rungs. Keep both hands free to grip the ladder when climbing and points of contact. And always face the ladder when climbing or descending. Hoisting equipment must never be overloaded or used to transport people. At the start of each shift, inspect the hoist you are about to use for any damage or malfunctions. If a hoist is not working correctly, do not use it. Make sure hoisting areas are clear of electrical lines and overhead obstructions. The ground should be firm, reasonably level, and free of debris. Don't walk under or work underneath suspended loads. Hard hats shall be worn by employees on the ground and in hoisting areas. Hoist surroundings shall be taped off to prevent unauthorized access. Remember, only trained and certified personnel shall operate any hoisting equipment. Only trained and authorized personnel are allowed to operate kettles. Alliance Roofing provides training and certification on the use of a propane torch. Only those individuals that have this training and certification shall operate a propane torch. Carefully inspect all equipment, including, but not limited to, fire extinguishers and kettles for leaks and other defects prior to use. On a hot job, at minimum, there shall be 2 fire extinguishers at the kettle, ground level, and 1 extinguisher at rooftop by the stinger. There shall be 2 water buckets at the kettle, ground level, and 1 water bucket on the rooftop. All required PPE shall also be used, including, but not limited to, sleeve cover, cotton on both arms, hot gloves, face shield, and air horn for emergency notification. Always make sure that a burn kit is readily available. Report any problems to a supervisor and take the equipment out of service until repairs are completed. Kettles shall not be operated closer than 15 feet to any building or closer than 30 feet to any building entrance, walkway, or air intake vent. Likewise, a 15-foot area around a kettle setup is to remain clear of all unauthorized personnel, material, equipment, and propane tanks. To avoid burns from hot asphalt, which reaches 500 degrees, use the proper protective equipment as previously listed. Station an operator within 100 feet of any kettle in use. If a kettle fire does occur, stay calm. If possible, turn off the fuel source, then call for help using an air horn and immediately notify a supervisor. Be sure to wear work clothes that help protect you while you do your job. And wear your personal protective equipment at all times. It is your responsibility to have all your required PPE for the work at hand. Know where the first aid kit and HAZCOM book is located at all times. Report any and all accidents, injuries, and near misses to your supervisor. Learn to use proper lifting techniques. Use fall protection equipment whenever necessary. Carefully cover and mark all roof openings securely. Learn ladder safety and use ladders safely. And never overload hoists. And be sure to use extra caution around kettles and remember your heat illness restrictions.
We expect our employees to follow the safety guidelines at all times. A serious injury can cost you or your coworkers for a lifetime. Live up to your responsibility to act safely for everyone's sake. Alliance Roofing is committed to providing a safe work environment to ensure that everyone goes home to their families. Thank you for watching and allowing me to be the first to welcome you to the Alliance team.